What's up guys, I'm Tommy Paul and this is Healthy Chef Edition. And a big thanks to my friends at the Crafty Kitchen for sponsoring this episode. So today I'm going to show you how you can make a healthy chicken lime dish in 10 minutes or less. So I do have everything cut already, but you can buy pre-cut food like this with Whole Foods Catering or something like that. So this is a really simple, basically 4-ingredient dish plus seasoning and coconut oil. So the main ingredient of protein is going to be our free-range chicken from Whole Foods. So next we have our carrots. And carrots are a really super starchy vegetable, and in order to keep our carbs low, we're going to be using this as our starch/vegetable. You know what's big of it? And then we have our main vegetable, which is going to be onions. How to cook healthy food. So then we're going to top it all off with some organic limes and seasoning. So we're going to start by lubing our pan up with some organic coconut oil. This is the healthiest way to grease your pan. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is put my carrots in and then season them and cook them a little bit first. Because carrots are more starchy, they take a little longer to cook than everything else. So those are going to be cooked first. These are carrots that I personally diced myself, and the number one most important thing I want you to remember when you're cooking vegetables is try to make all of them the same size. As you can see, most of these are about the same size, and this will help with cooking consistency. Now I'm going to give you guys a little pro tip really quickly. Because carrots aren't really wet anymore, the seasoning is not going to stick to them very well. So what I'm actually going to do is spray coconut oil on the carrots and then season them to get that nice stick. So while that coconut oil is nice and moist on our carrots, I'm going to start with a little bit of oregano. This is a really simple dish. I'm actually just going to put a little bit of black pepper on as well. Next, I have some organic basil. And if you need to spray the carrots one more time, if they lose that stick or there's not really any room, that's fine. And then next I have some garlic and herb seasoning by Simply Organic. Throw a little bit of that on there as well. Just topping it off with a touch of salt, and then we are almost ready to cook. So I am just going to actually turn my heat up to high for the carrots to get it done a little quickly, and then leave it on for about 3 minutes. So after about a minute, just mix it up a little bit. It's starting to smell really good, locking in some of that seasoning. And then I always like to use a lid, and that will help lock in a lot of the flavor from your seasonings. So we're hitting 3 minutes exactly right now, and we're about ready to put the chicken in. These are not completely done yet, but they're still going to be cooking with the other ingredients. And so we're going to time it out all right. So the next thing I'm going to do actually is add my chicken, and you actually don't want to mix it up yet. I'm going to dump it right in and try to leave it layered on the top of the carrots. And that is because the carrots take longer to cook, and so we're going to leave the chicken on top. So now that the chicken's there, I'm going to turn this heat down to medium and then season the chicken right in the pan. So again, the same little pro tip, I'm gonna spray the chicken right in the pan with the spray on coconut oil and then season it. All right, so same lineup of seasonings. 365 organic oregano right on the chicken. Boom, 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 boom. 365 organic black pepper. Simply Organic garlic and herb seasoning. Simply Organic basil. And then again, a touch of salt. So as you can see, the chicken is starting to get a little white and cooked around the edges, so that means it's time to go ahead and put the onion in. So here's the onion here, and again, remember consistency with the cut. If you buy it pre-cut, that should not be a problem. So I also don't really have to season the onion, it has enough flavor by itself. And this is kind of our little healthy cake.
Go.
Alright, so now that everything's looking close to done, I'm just going to top it off with 4 wedges of fresh lime like so. And again, I'm going to put the lid on to lock in some of that flavor, and then we only need about another 3 minutes and it should be all set. So I actually had to transfer my pan because I didn't really have room to mix. But after you hit 9 minutes, you go ahead and mix everything up, and now everything is done. Alright guys, that's what it is. I'm going to add a little bit more lime now that these are fresh and done cooking. That was 2 cups of chicken, 1 cup of onions, 1 cup of carrots, 1 lime and seasoning, and you have this beautiful meal for 2 now. 3 minutes of cooking time per ingredient, so 9 minutes total, and 1 minute of prep time. That's how you can make a delicious healthy meal in 10 minutes.